Since we're going to be looking at how to rank local business websites, I think it is absolutely worthwhile to take some time to look at what are the top ranking factors that Google takes into consideration when they determine which sites they're going to rank higher than others. When we look at this information, it's going to better help us know where we should be focusing our efforts, and also if we have a website that is stuck, it's not moving in its rankings, we can see which factors may be contributing to that website not moving in the rankings. So I want to spend some time looking at what these ranking factors are so we can better understand them, and then as we go through this course we are actually going to put these factors into action. You'll see these actually be implemented on the site that I'm going to be working on. Every year, Moz publishes their ranking factors, and since Google does not give us the exact algorithm they use, it's left up to us to determine which are the most important factors. So every year, Moz publishes this survey, and they survey many different SEO agencies and consultants, and to help them bring their experience together to give us these ranking factors. So these SEOs share with us what has been the most effective for them, what has been the least effective for them, and then Moz ranks them. So for us, this gives us a little bit of a blueprint to actually go by based on others' experience who've had a lot of success. So I want to take a look at these overall ranking factors. You'll see here Moz has this broken down, and there are several categories here. Now, the biggest category that seems to make the biggest difference is called on-page signals. And if you're not familiar with this, this is really all about on-page optimization. And we're going to get to this a little bit later, so you'll see exactly what this means and how to implement this on your local business site. But on-page signals are really your name, your address, and your phone number that is listed on your website, as it's going to match that information on other websites, which is going to show how legit this business really is. It's also going to look at what locations are served, what services or products are provided, and how many of those location and service keywords are actually in the page titles, the headlines of the pages, the URLs, the image tags, etc. It's also going to look at link signals, which is another one of the main categories that influence rankings. And this is really all about off-page optimization or link building. And again, we're going to get to that a bit later so we can see exactly how to implement a good link building campaign for a local business. But they're going to look at not just how many links a business has, but really the quality of those links. It's going to look at the quality of the links, the quality of the website that is actually linking to your business website, and the text that is being used. Next, Google also is going to look at the business's Google My Business page. This is the local business page, also known as Google Places. It's going to look for the name, the address, the phone number. Again, it wants to see that consistency between your Google My Business account and the website. So later in this course, we're also going to go through setting up that Google My Business page and how to make sure that that is set up properly in order to help boost the rankings as well. So we want to make sure that that is fully set up and that the category is selected correctly. We got the keywords in there. We got all the correct business information. That is another huge ranking factor. Again, Google is just really wants to know that these businesses are legit. So the more that you do to show Google that this business is legit, the better chances you have of ranking higher. It's also going to look at external location signals. So this is very closely related to your Google My Business page. This is referring to citations. Now, citations are anytime your NAP information, which is NAP, name, address, and phone number, is on other websites like directory websites, but there's a lot of other places you can list your NAP information as well. Again, we're going to cover all of that in a little bit so you can see that being done. This is not only going to help you rank organically, but this can also help you rank in the Google Snack Pack or the Google Local Pack as well. It's also going to look at behavioral and mobile signals. This is, for instance, how many impressions you get to how many actual clicks that a business gets. So if your website is appearing in the search results, but it's not being clicked on, that's not a good sign. So you want to get, of course, as many click-throughs as you possibly can. And also, if it's appearing on mobile devices, are people actually calling the business? Now, review signals are another big thing. How many reviews a business has, review scores. Of course, Google is going to look for legit businesses. So legit businesses, for the most part, are going to have a high number of stars. So they're going to be looking for 4 or 5 stars that represent a good quality business. Of course, if you have 1 or 2, let's say, bad reviews, you're certainly not going to lose rankings there, but of course you definitely want far more good reviews than you have bad reviews. But also, you of course want to have some Google reviews, but are you getting reviews on Facebook? Are you getting reviews on Yelp? Are you getting reviews on other websites as well? So we're looking for a little bit of diversity. Google wants to see diversity in this entire plan. In Google's eyes, if everything looks very unnatural, all your links are coming from one place, or all your reviews are coming from one place, that is not very natural. So that is why Google likes to see some diversity in how your website is being promoted, who's linking to your website, where your reviews are, and so on. Google also looks for social signals. This does not make as big of a difference, but if you have a Google Plus page, if you have a Facebook page, a Twitter page, these pages have a little bit of activity on them. They're actually getting liked. There's actually information on them. They are fully completed profiles, and they're very similar to your website. All of this can contribute to an overall ranking. So as you can see, there's a lot of different factors that will go into these local search rankings, but this can help you see where you need to place the most emphasis. So obviously, if you are not working on link signals too much, but you're spending a lot more time on social signals, that tells you you may want to flip your workload there a bit. You may want to focus more on building better link signals and a little bit less time on social media, because that may not make as big of an impact. Another thing that is helpful in this local search ranking factors survey is they also have the top 50 localized organic factors and the top 50 factors for ranking in the local stack or the snack pack, those local rankings at the top of Google. So you can see as you look at these are very different. You will see the same information for the most part in both categories, but for instance, if you want to rank in the local pack, you first need to have your physical address in the city of search. You need to have consistency in your citations. Again, remember that's anywhere where your name, address, and phone number is listed. And when you look over at the organic factors, that physical address is number 8 instead of 1. So it's not as important there. Consistency of structures is down at number 11. So depending on where your focus is, if you are working with a client to rank in the snack pack or just in the organic search results, your list is going to be a little bit different for where you need to focus your efforts. Now, of course, you can also look through this list. You can see what some of your competitors are doing or not doing, how you can take a little bit advantage of what they are not doing by doing some of these even smaller factors, because these absolutely do make a difference. They're just not the biggest ones. Now, also down below, these are 2 very helpful columns as well. Negative ranking factors. You have a business that is coming to you and it is not ranking and the business owner is struggling. You can look at some of these issues that may cause the website to not rank. So if they have an incorrect business category, for instance, on their Google My Business page, right there, that is a huge issue. If Google believes they have used a bad address, let's say they used a P.O. box, which is not allowed on a Google My Business page, that can cause them not to rank. If they have malware on their site and they just don't realize it, which absolutely can happen, that can cause their website to be flagged on Google. They could blacklist it, they could not rank it. Definitely ways to check for that and resolve that issue. So a lot of these issues make a big difference for not ranking in Google, and most of them are pretty easy to fix, and you can fix them and you can get the business to start ranking. So if you're finding a business that's in this situation, this is a great list to consult. Now also, for those of you that will be working with businesses in very competitive markets or very competitive locations, this is a good list to see where you should start to focus more of your efforts, because it can make a big difference if you are in an area that has a lot less competition or if you're in an area that has a lot higher competition as well. So there's some additional information as you go by, and there's also just some general information from different SEOs on what has been working for them or what has not been working for them. Some you'll see people agree and other people don't agree. So it's just interesting to get an idea. But these charts can be very helpful when understanding where you should focus your efforts and understanding the ranking factors that Google really takes into consideration when choosing which sites they're going to rank the highest.